Today on the channel, we're going to shop for musical gear on Facebook Marketplace. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to shop for musical gear on Facebook Marketplace. I'm based out of the Nashville, Tennessee area, so we're going to take a look and see what Nashville has to offer for us. Christmas is over, the New Year's is upon us, and maybe some people have some good deals on some gear. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what we've got, all right? So first and foremost, here we are in Marketplace, and what just popped up on my screen. Before we get any further, let's just take a look at some of the things that are on here. Got a $1,300 EVH Stripe Series 78 Eruption. $1,500 Gibson Flying V. Check out this 1965 G10 Van Mystery Machine. 200 grand for this boat. Dang. All right. Let's take a look at this EVH Stripe Series. Let's take a look at this first. Pretty cool, 1,300 bucks. Wonder what that negotiable price would be on that. Practically brand new, has been on a wall hook and played maybe 10 times. I like these guitars, man. A lot of people rag on them because, you know, it's like a Strat with a humbucker and probably some tuning stability issues there, but I think this is kind of cool, man. That's kind of old school Van Halen. All right, so let's take a look at this Gibson Flying V, this Pro V. Excellent guitar, great shape. This is a Pro V, slightly smaller than a standard V. I believe they only made these for a couple of years. Looks like a 2015 based on the serial number. Case is missing a latch. Let's look at some more pictures of this thing. Pretty nice with that binding on it, that cream binding. Can't really see the serial number there. $1,500. Not bad, not bad. $375 for a Marshall. Looks like an MG head with a cabinet, 4x12. I gotta look at the Mystery Machine. I know we're looking for musical gear, but I gotta look at this thing. It's driven 9,999 miles, automatic, blue interior. Let's scroll through. This would be a great gig van right here. Like this would be cool for gigs. I like the white lettering on the tires. It looks rough, but that's kind of the appeal, I think. 17,500. Yikes. Tires look good. That's a cool van. That'd be a neat ride to go to a gig and pull up with your gear inside that. All right, let's take a look at this 1958 Flying V Carina 7-string. I was kind of stoked about this thing until I saw it said 7-string. It's an Epiphone, but that's okay. But this is cool. It's Carina, but there's no room in my world for a 7-string. They're just not my thing. I have a hard time playing 7-strings. Dude, this guy's, he's just got it all laying out. His kitchen here. Here it is. Looks like it's in the jam room. $8.99. Man, I'm just not into 7 strings. They're hard for me to play. Let's see, here's a Lizzie Hale Explorer signed. These things are pretty cool. I'm not really hip on the gold and the red, but these are pretty neat guitars. Brand new, they're about $2,800. So this is $2,500, and you wouldn't pay tax. They might be a little negotiable. I'm not really into this headstock on these Explorers. That's kind of weird to me, but I kind of wonder, you know, how many they made. Oh, that's got a little ding on there. It's all right. What if these things are going to be collectible? I had a Bill Kelleher Explorer that was stolen. Those things are really valuable now. Check this out. We got to look at this. Halloween hearse carriage and zombie horse. $1,500. I had to click on it. I had to do it. If you really like Halloween, or if you're just into the macabre, this is for you, man. $1,500. It's kind of neat, actually. I don't want it, but it's pretty neat. Okay, we're going to scroll down through my feed here and take a look. What is this? We're supposed to be looking at gear, and I'm looking at everything else. Paramotor for sale, $7,000 in stock. Okay, look at this guy. Man, that is a one-way ticket to dying. It would take balls of steel to fly this thing. It's like a lawnmower with a helicopter blade. Now, this is really what you need to get around in Nashville. The traffic is so bad. This is cool. You can fly this to your next gig. So we're kind of looking at musical gear. We've seen a van, and now we've seen the, for singers out there, or people carrying light gear. If you've got like a light, you know, if you're carrying like a fly rig or a small Helix or something, you could probably fly to a gig with that. Avoid the traffic. Okay, now we're getting back into the gear. $2,500 Les Paul Standard with P90s. Got the little Jeff Beck album here in the background. Trade or sell, $2,500. It's literally brand new, never gigged, and barely has had any mileage. My life has been too hectic since taking delivery, and I'm not really bonding with it when I have free time. Yeah, P90s aren't for everybody, but that's a pretty wicked looking Les Paul right there. I'm digging it. 9.6 pounds. All right, let's see what else we have here. $39.99 for this gold top, made by Bob Burst. I guess I should know who Bob Burst is, but I don't know who Bob Burst is. $4,000. See, famous builder over at Gibson. Beautiful dark Brazilian fretboard, aged nitro gold top, dark back. Some of the best sounding paths I've ever heard, made by Bob. 8.2 pounds. Looks like it's got the Murphy Lab relicing on it. Either that or it was razor bladed. Is that a volute on the headstock? Pretty cool case. All right, next. This is a lefty. This is a lefty Explorer. One owner, a couple of belt buckle rashes on the back side. $1,300. That's a good buy right there. That's good. I'm not a lefty, but hey. 1992 Gibson Les Paul Custom, $4,500. It's a black beauty. These never go out of style. Looks fantastic. Excellent condition, 92 Les Paul Custom Black Beauty bought from the original owner. It's been played and gigged a bit. The original gold hardware was swapped out for era correct silver hardware. That's kind of a downer. I don't know if that was era correct. I know in the Norland era, my black Les Paul, which is an 81, has got chrome hardware. I'm probably wrong. They probably did make them that way in the 90s, but my Norland has got chrome. I am a purist. I think we should have left that gold, but even though I think gold hardware looks a little cheesy, there's a $300 G&L. If you've got a generator, they may trade for it. It's questionable though. Depends on how good it is, I guess. I don't have a generator, so I guess I'm out of luck. What is this? This is a storm shelter. So this is the door that you go in. No, this is it. This is the storm shelter. This is it. 3,800 bucks. It's 1,100 pounds. It's anchored to a concrete slab. I'd be afraid I'd take off in this thing like a rocket ship to the moon if those chains broke. Land in some water. Okay, I digress. We may actually look at some more stuff other than gear, just because I kind of go off on a tangent. What is this? That brought me to Instagram. I ain't doing that. All right, I clicked. That's clickbait. 2012 Gibson Les Paul Traditional, 1700. I don't really like the top on that Traditional. I mean, it looks good, but I kind of prefer a bit of a flame. Oh, it's got a big chunk out of it right there. I like that case. 1,700 or best reasonable offer. It's a Traditional Pro. I don't know. Let's see, 650. There are 3 Gibson Les Paul standard only copies. So for, what is it? For 690 bucks, you get 3 Les Pauls. I don't understand this listing. Gibson LP, Sprint XPL Studio, and Fender USA Strat. Not my bag, not my cup of tea. 2,100 bucks for a 2020 Les Paul Standard. That's a good price. Considering you could probably maybe negotiate 100 or 200 bucks maybe, and no tax on that. Because it'd be, you know, the marketplace. Oh, here's a Solar. I love Solar guitars. It's a fan fret, and this thing looks like, is that a 7 string? No, that's a 6. 1,300 bucks. Man, what is the deal with people trying to sell Solars for more money than, you know, or just about as much money as they sell them on the website? I mean, 5,000 bucks, 76 Les Paul Custom. Not interested in trades. We should make this guy an offer. Say, hey, do you want to trade? I got 5 Gibsons. I'll trade you on a Strat. Not interested in trades, but he'll see what we've got to offer. Nickel hardware. Now see, that's a Norlin with nickel hardware. They did that. 5K, that seems a little steep, but this thing is old. What were those? Shaler tuners? It's got nice checking on it. 5K is a lot. Maybe that's what they're going for, man. That just seems like an awful lot. Oh, now we're talking. Music Man, Wolfgang, EVH, locking tremolo, DiMarzio pickups, and curly top, $4.99. This looks like a Sterling sub. Wish I could zoom in on that. Here it is. Music Man Sterling sub electric guitar with locking tremolo, DiMarzio pickups, and curly maple top. That's nice, man. That's a good price for a Sterling with this locking tremolo. Got DiMarzios. Yep, that's a good deal. Holy crap, look at this thing. This is the beast. If you held this guitar wrong, you'd like castrate yourself. I like BC Rich, but man, they had some shapes. Looking for a decent Mockingbird with a Floyd Rose. I had a Mockingbird Supreme stolen from me, which sucks. Long time ago. It was my first guitar, my first real guitar back in the 80s, and I sure miss it. This is a Blues Hawk. Blues Hawks are pretty neat. They sound good, but I don't like the way they're shaped, and they're just small. They're really tiny, but they sound really good. They're very stable. 2 DiMarzio P90 humbuckers. Got the Led Zeppelin poster in the background. Cool. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. See, here's more clickbait over here. I'm not going to click on it. House cleaning services. Nope. All right, $650 copy of a Gibson Les Paul Standard. No. If you're going to spend $650 on a Les Paul copy, you should just go out and get an Inspired by Gibson Epiphone, brand new, for $650. Those guitars are phenomenal. Brand new, $650. Really nice. All right, let's see, what do we have here? $3,500, 74 Marshall Super Lead MK2. This is just like the one I've got, except it looks like it's a little bit cleaner. Mine's a 50. This one is a 100 watter. I've heard there's not much difference. The light has been pushed inside. The little power on light's missing for some reason. Open for trades for older Fender Gibson guitars. It has been changed to have a clean channel and distortion channel like most amps. Nah, that thing's been modded. I'd say a fair price for this is around maybe $2,000. Maybe. PRS Custom 24 10 top, 3 Gibson Les Paul Fender. This is the same guy that's doing this group listing. 1870. Here's his Strats. Look at this. That's kind of a rare bird. Let's call Trogley and see if he's interested. What is that? Look at this. Oh, that's just the the glare. I thought that was the paint job. I was like, what on earth? Keep scrolling. $16.50 for a Les Paul 60s neck. See, this one's been modded. It's got EMGs in it. Nah. Pass on that. Alright, let's do some searches. Alright, let's go EVH. Let's see if we've got any EVH merchandise up for grabs. There's this first one that we saw, that 78 Stripe series. Here's a $400 5153 cabinet. $1,800 for EL34 100 watt. Those are great, man. Dude, look at this. $400 for a Peavey unfinished. Let's see, unfinished neck. Interesting. EVH body with an unfinished Peavey unfinished neck. This is a Peavey neck on an EVH body. That's kind of odd. I wouldn't think those would fit. Here's a 5153 combo for $850. There's that sub again. Here's $1,900 for a 5150 300 watt and cabinet. Now that's a good deal right there. That is a good price. That thing looks clean. This has been kept in this dude's house. There's a few scuffs on it from load in and out, I think. This is clean. Yeah, that's a good deal. $160 for an overdrive. Ooh, $1,100 for this 5150 series standard ice blue metallic. That's pretty cool. Looks sort of like a Joe Satriani. This is a lefty though. I didn't even know they made that color. What is this? Ernie Ball Music Man EVH Signature Clone. $300 or best or trade. Yeah, this thing. Nah. That's a bad idea. Hey, there's a head case. I need a head case. $65. Wonder if this dude's negotiable. I need a case for my Friedman. $550 for a stealth head. This is the little lunchbox deal, I think. $2,500 5150 EVH tube amp. Now see, this guy wants $2,500 for this amp and this cabinet. The other dude wanted $1,900 and it was all EVH. That $1,900 stack was a good deal. What is this? $3,000 for a Fender American QMT Strat USA limited edition. That's not my cup of tea. $12.50 for a 5153 50 watter. Here is a Peavey HP2. So this is the Wolfgang after it was no longer called the Wolfgang, I do believe. 1,600 bones. It's got a rough ding on it. That's unfortunate. Why not show the front of the headstock? Just skipping through here, we got a 1998 Ernie Ball Music Man Axis Sport 1500. Another 5150 little lunchbox amp there. What else? All right, let's just look up Van Halen and see what we get. Something went wrong. Okay, I searched Kramer. Let's take a look at Kramer. That Van Halen stuff wouldn't work. I couldn't search Van Halen. It kept erroring out. We'll try it again in a minute. So let's look at this. There's a $700 custom Kramer here. Look at this thing. I won this about a year ago. It was a gift from Gibson. 700 bucks, man. That's cool. Dang, I like it. There's a purple Beretta special for $225. You can get those guitars for 190 bucks new. So I don't know about that. 200 bucks for a Focus, cherry red. Let's look at that Focus. Huh. Cool. There's another $200 special. Just kind of scrolling here. All right, let's look up Ernie Ball Van Halen. See if there's any Music Mans. Doesn't look like it. Here's an $800 Bumblebee. Wow, that's a good deal. 800 bucks for this Bumblebee. Huh. That's pretty sweet. Look at this. Ibanez 1984 Phil Collins. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's a Mean Street EVH guitar. See, it's starting to put us way down in like different states here. I was trying to find local stuff. What is this? It's a Shark replica. He did a pretty good job with that. It's not bad. Not great. It's all right. Looks a little rough. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's look up Parts Caster. My keyboard types in extra letters. Just seeing if anybody's got any really good deals on Parts Casters. 300 bucks for that Parts Caster, 250. Just kind of scrolling here. If there's something that you want to see, I apologize if I'm not clicking on it. I'm just kind of just perusing here to see. PRST style project guitar. That finish on it kind of got me. All right, let's look up Ibanez Gem. Why is this doing this to me tonight? Facebook's being mean. Every time I search something, it's giving me this stupid error. All right, let's see. Ibanez gem. There's a gem junior for $385. No one's selling any gems. Looking to see if there's any cool other Ibanez's here. There's a pink gem junior. That's way down in North Carolina. $1,000 for a gem 77P. This is like my blue floral. That's a good deal, $1,000. All right, let me look up Charvel and see what we get. There's the $800 San Dimas. It's got one EMG 81 in it. I don't know, man. Look at this flat paint stop tailpiece. I don't know. Here's a Wolfgang patent pending. I had a black patent pending 96 Wolfgang that I sold a long time ago, but this one's $3,200. These were cool guitars, but I don't feel like they're worth $3,200. They were really hot guitars. I've seen this guitar listed on here before. This thing's been on Marketplace for a long time. All right, let's look up one last search. Let's look up Les Paul and see what we get. Just want to look up some Les Pauls. There's a $900 Studio. That's a nice piece of mahogany right there. The 2012 Studio. A little buckle rash there. Neck looks like it's in good shape. 900 bones for that. That's a pretty good buy. That's a pretty good buy right there. There's a Silver Burst Epiphone custom for $400. That would be a good. That'd be a good guitar. Put a nice set of pickups in it for an Epi. $1350 for this Les Paul Special. I'd like to find one of the Tom Schultz Les Pauls. I've seen them online, and I'd like to try one out, but they sure are expensive. They're like $6-7 grand. Look at this Red Baron guitar. I think this is a great way to end tonight's tonight's video. This Red Baron collector hallmark Red Baron electric guitar, 16 out of 15 made. Sounds and plays great with tremolo. Based on the Red Baron funny car with the tire volume and tone controls. Oh, I got it. It's like the Hot Wheels car, or that Red Baron car that they designed the Hot Wheels car off of. Look at this. Look at this case. The headstock does not look great. I am not into the headstock or those tuning machines. Looks like vintage style tuners. But it's only $750. Looks like a weird Bigsby. Well, there you go, the Red Baron guitar. Well, that'll wrap up this edition of Let's Shop for Musical Gear on Facebook Marketplace. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there was something you liked in this video, look it up and buy it. And let me know how it turns out. Until next time, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.